Hello, everybody. It's your boy Bryce Pitts. Bryce Pitts 01. That is my name. BRYCE PITTS 01. That is the name, and that is my game. I'll tell you what, though. We're going to be opening up the old Ultimate Edition Undertaker, and it's going to be the WWF Legends Edition. So this is going to be the iconic Undertaker of, guess what? 2010. Like slash 2010 slash 2013 era, I guess you could say, kind of, for the most part. But if you want to pause and read this, you guys are welcome to. So it says 2007 slash 2010. I'm a little off, but that's okay. So there he is, of all of his amazing glory. So enough talking. Let's open up the dead man, the Undertaker. As we open up Undertaker's packaging, we have old Rest in Peace. Don't want to knock these guys down, so let me take him out of here first, so you guys get a better look. So yeah, this one says Rest in Peace at the top, and then finally at the bottom, you can't hide from the dead man. So it folds in like a good box. I'm definitely keeping this for sure. So this is what we have inside, which I'm going to go ahead and pull off out of camera, so let's do this. Or pull these guys out off camera, so let's do this. Alright everybody, here he is, the Undertaker, so let's go ahead and give him a look here. So of course he comes with his classic big gold World Heavyweight Championship, which we all know and love. It's a classic title. We've seen this title from WCW all the way to WWE, and probably into the modern day, which is this Seth Rollins figure that I will be reviewing soon, which is this title. Honestly, in my opinion, I kind of prefer this one over this one. I mean, I get it, they want to make it look at least a little bit modern, but if you look carefully at this title, it still has like the classic Scribble Scrabble logo. You could have just like updated it. I'll show you a picture of it, and I'll show what I mean at the end. So, of course, you have the title. Of course, you can wrap it around his waist. I'll do it at the end of the video. So, of course, Undertaker comes with his classic little hat. Iconic hat, of course. And then you just take off his iconic little jacket here. Just like that. Try to get it through here. There we go. Very classic. It's soft. Very unique. Very nice. Set that off the side here. So, of course, here's Undertaker back in the 2000s/2010s era, but this one's more of the 2010s era, honestly. So this is him back in 2010, rocking this classic little attire with the old devilish horns and the wings, obviously, so that's pretty cool. So, of course, you can split his legs pretty good, and then, of course, you have this, then you just push that up, not a big deal. Always push those up, because if you don't, then the bottom of the pegs of the legs might snap. Who knows? I mean, it may or may not happen. It's just a new feature they have done back in probably 2023 or 2024, but one way or the other, I had reviewed the phenomenal AJ Styles before. If you haven't checked out that video, please do so. So yeah, you can definitely kick out for sure. And of course, you know my opinion on the bending of the foot. Not a fan of it, but it is what it is. Like, hopefully one day they'll do like a special Ultimate Edition special where they don't have the bending of the foot, because I like, you know, my wrestler's foot flat instead of just, you know, bending and stuff. But I get it. It's like for action figure photography and all that jazz. You know, to make it seem like, oh, this is a real life big deal. Like, you can see wrestlers doing this in real life, and you know, hey, I understand it. So of course this spins around like so. Bending of the elbow. Very nice on this figure, very soft, and yes, he does have the classic butterfly joints. You can move it up and down, of course, like so, on both sides of his underarm area, basically. So spin that sucker around. You can bend it like so, and then of course he does have a few interchangeable hands and head, which we will get to in a minute. So here's the original classic head sculpt of him looking all mean and serious, rocking the classic hair down, all that. So if you're gonna switch his head to do something different, all you gotta do is just pull it straight off, like so. And say like you want to go for the whole rest in peace, you know, tongue out, and his eyes are white. He rolls his eyes and make his eyes white. So if you want to do that, you push it in there with all your might. You just keep pushing. If I have to do it off camera, so I'll know what I'm doing. I think it's already on there, but I don't think I don't hear a snap on there. So this is what it basically looks like. He's like, you know, rest in peace, all that jazz. So if you want to switch it off with something different and go with this looking funny little face right here. I feel like this was kind of like his disgust or his fear not or fair warning or something type of expression. So you just take it, you push it right on in there. Oh, there we go. Now I heard a pop. Yeah, if this one doesn't pop in, I say try it again. I know it works, but you know, so this is what he looks like. Of course, looking all menacing and stuff. Pretty nice. Of course, for the Undertaker, he does have tattoos all over his arms, which is kind of nice, including a little bit under his little neck area. So that's pretty neat. This is kind of like before he add more neck stuff to attack. But more neck tattoos is what I'm trying to spit out. Sorry. So I'm pretty sure he like got one like maybe like later on in 2012ish. So alright, so interchangeable hands, of course. So you know, I'm not really. I don't want to say I'm a huge fan of punching fists, but you know, it's kind of tiring. So here's, hold on, here it is. Here's the punching fist hand, classic, you know, UFC gloves here, and then you have his, you know, his grappling hand or his typing hand or his come join me, or he's holding like a ball or something, like a magic ball, like he has the power of the sun and the power of his hands, kind of like, you know, Spider-Man reference, you know what I'm talking about. Doc Ock. Like he's holding, you know, the sun. You know, he's trying to steal the sun, stuff like that. Alright. So let's go ahead and try to pull this off here, and let's go ahead and give him that hand, of course. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that. Now he's really, you know, he's ready to come after you. Yeah, that's pretty sick. And speaking of the hand gestures, you can move it up, down, spin it around, spin it this way, or spin it that way. All that jazz. Same thing for the other one if you don't switch the hands off. And try to make sure that these little wrist thingies don't come off, unless you're not a big fan of them, but they're alright, but just make sure that they don't get loose. So if you want to switch the hands back to something else, like the punching fist hand, like say he wants to punch somebody in the face, like Goldberg, for example, from the WrestleMania series, which I haven't reviewed yet, hopefully I'll get it posted soon. Boom, like that. And he becomes the new Universal Champion. You know, you can control the action of your action figure. You can do whatever you want, and all that jazz. So yeah, and of course I'm going to go ahead and wrap around the Classic World Championship because Undertaker is the champion. Of course, he's the best, including a couple of other wrestlers like CM Punk, John Cena, Randy Orton. You know, all that jazz. So here we go. I have to do it off camera so I'll know exactly what I need to do. So here he is. You're a World Heavyweight Champion. So you just have to push those little dots in with your fingernails and it'll stay on there for sure. So yeah, definitely have a lot of action figures of Undertaker, but honestly my first Ultimate Edition, I haven't had him reviewed yet. I will have him posted soon. This is like Dark Ministry, like 1999 version. So hopefully I'll have that posted very, very soon. But yeah, I definitely had or should I say I'm having a very good collection of my Undertaker figures, and hopefully I'll collect more Kane figures before I do more Undertaker figures. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna end up like having like a bunch of Undertaker figures. I'm not gonna lie, but you know, I think that's about it on the Dead Man here. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Actually, hold on. Before we end off this video, yes, he can bend his knees. Of course, bend his knees. This spins around his little thigh, little area, of course. Very nice. And then, of course, you can move the boots. You can move his foot, of course. Oh, yeah, I got to do the foot first before I move on with this video. And yes, ankle pivot. Woo woo! Classic ankle pivot. We're going to get ankle pivots, folks. We got ankle pivots. That's good. We can't skip on the ankle pivots, so these are very important. And yes, no foot did not snap off like my, not Scott Steiner, Scott Hall. At least my Undertaker's foot didn't snap off like good old Scott Hall, so. Anyways, that's about it on the Undertaker, and I hope that you guys like this video. Share this with friends and obviously family if they're into wrestling or not, or they just know a guy or know a friend that loves wrestling. Then send them this video; they'll appreciate it. But anyways, like I said, thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you guys. If you want to see more, I say support the channel by subscribing. You know, turning on the notifications so you don't miss videos like these. I also do Lego videos and then maybe a few other wrestling related stuff. But yeah, until then, folks, it's time for me to go. Peace out. Take care. And here's the Scribble Scrabble logo right there.